Good evening. My name is Helen Anthony. I'm the chair of the Committee on Finance. I'm calling to order our regular meeting on Tuesday, July 9th, 2024 at 5:30 p.m. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Chairwoman Anthony.
Present.
Vice Chairman Davis.
Here.
Councilor Angelman. Absent. Councilman Graves.
Here.
Councilor Sanchez.
Here.
Four present, one absent.
Thank you so much. I'd also like to recognize Ken Cheverini from the City Solicitor's Office. Thank you for joining us. Gina Costa, our auditor, will be back. She just stepped out of the room. And I'd also like to thank Lauren Gutierrez and Donna Felician. Yes. So with that, I am going to ask to take an item out of order. I'd like the motion to take item number 5 out of order.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Councilor Sanchez, seconded by Councilor Taylor. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So, Madam Clerk, would you please read item number 5?
Item 5, resolution authorizing approval of the following central award for the Board of Finance providing for the section 61 that B1 of the Civil Code. Resolution to raise $2,209,600.
Great. I think we have Brian Burns here this evening. He has to get to another event, which Councilor Anderbaugh must already be at.
She is.
All right, thank you so much. Have a seat. Oh, I'm sorry, we have to swear you in first.
Brian Burns, Superintendent.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
We'd love to hear what's going on at India Point Park. Yes, if you wouldn't, if I know you have given us these wonderful slides, but if you could just review it briefly, that would be great.
No problem. So in early April, we put the bid out. Well, actually, let me start. On November 15th of 23, Councilman Dunlop had a meeting, community meeting. And the first exhibit that we have, this one, is the slideshow from that meeting. So these are the conceptual drawings. This shows the community what they were getting. We took their opinions and ideas and modified the drawings. And that is what we have in this set. And this is not a complete set. There's a lot of drawings that not really necessary for you to see. This is the intent. Is going to show you what's happening. So we put it out bid with the approval of the council and the board of commissioners. And the bid came back. There were 2 bidders that were deemed responsible by our office. The low bidder was John Rocky Corporation, $2,210,600. The second bidder was Lucina, about $440,000 more. So we awarded it to John Rocky. This is phase 2 of what will be a 3 or 4 phase improvement project to India Point Park, utilizing different funding sources. So back in 2018-19, we did a shoreline resiliency project. And if you look at this handout, that was done in this area between these 2 circles. So that was the first part of our shoreline resiliency project here at India Point Park. So this second phase continues that resiliency. This larger circle on the left-hand side is what's called the ceremonial dock. So any of you that have been there, it's a large wooden dock that projects out over the shoreline. We're installing permeable pavers in areas that are very impacted now. So from stormwater perspective, we're going to be filtering all that water and not allowing it to keep going off the seawall, which has done for decades and caused erosion. So that's a big piece of the resiliency. A couple of the other projects that we're doing is we're renovating the playground, smaller circle in between the 2 larger circles. And we can look at these drawings and show you exactly what's in there. Then the last larger circle is really a liability, reducing our liability for an area of a park that has a steep drop off. And we're putting guardrails and sections in this most eastern end of the park. In addition to those major items, we're installing trash cans and granite bollards and some super cool benches and plants. So if you want to go back to the next page we have here, it kind of highlights some of the stuff. The first is the most western section, and these are the pavers, we're planting the trees, we're doing the permeable pavers. And we have this really cool multi-purpose swing. We're also rewiring and installing lighting to match the existing lighting that's on Indian Point Road out near the pedestrian bridge. So that's on L2O, and go to L21 to see if the pavers continue. The really cool pattern that would be very interesting to the park users. Again, adding more trees to permeable pavement. And then L24 shows that playground. So it's a big renovation of the playground there. Needs to be done soon, done so. We are saving a couple of structures that were installed relatively recently that still meet playground compliance. But we're gonna have some swings, we're gonna have this really cool component structure. I'm trying to do my best one to know them, but.
You're doing a very good job. Some there.
This line, I really love is, and I think people will love it. And the next page just shows like trash cans, bench, a couple. On page L32, there's a picture of a light pole. It's really cool, but it matches the existing one. And here's that swing. So if it's about 3 people, it has a beautiful view of the Providence River, right in that paver area. It's just gonna be, I don't think I'll go by there and see that swing ever again because it is so cool. And there's a couple benches. Actually, a bigger bench on this one, then I'll actually answer your questions. I don't want to take up my whole night here, but there's a bench that we picked out that is a huge bench so that it's not only a bench, but it's a stage. It's really cool. And kids would love it, and adults. So the picture right here, this drawing, so you can see how big it is. It's wood, sustainable material, thoroughly modified wood that lasts a long time. And it can be anything you want it to be, a performance platform, a place to sit. Just a really cool element. And our designers worked with WFP engineering because they were coastal elements that needed an engineering standard. So we really drove the design intent. So it's just a great project.
And may I just ask, so this is phase 2 of 4, how much is the total allocation gonna be to improve India Point Park? Do you know?
This contract is 2.2 million. We did, the project that we did back in 2018-19 was 450,000.
Okay,
And then we still have an additional $1.4 million. So total from 2018, and we're constantly upgrading things, but it's miscellaneous, would be just over $4 million.
perfect. I just have one more question. So I understand that the Friends of India Point Park finally were successful in getting an agreement with Rhode Island Energy to take those overhead wires down. I'm wondering if they have anything to do, will this impact any of the work you're doing?
It will not. And
Okay.
typically we stay out of the area where those standings are. We
Okay.
don't compromise them.
Okay,
So, yeah, it has nothing to do with that project. We won't see
I hope it does too. Questions? Yes, Councilor Sanchez.
Thank you, Brian. Is there any more like plans, in terms of like resiliency around this part? I think like a bunch of this besides the permanent, what'd you say?
Permanent waiver.
Yeah, is
Yep.
there anything else that we're doing around there to make it more resiliency to obviously climate change and whatnot?
We're doing a lot. We're planting 23 trees, I believe, and a bunch of native plants, and they're shown in one of these. Drawing on this handout, 8.5 by 11, it shows some of the variety of trees, plants that we're doing. That is big resiliency. So native plants grow here, native, obviously, and so they thrive in this environment. So taking some of the more manicured ones and putting more wildflower seeds in, stormwater wise, and a bunch of other reasons for resiliency. What I'll tell you is the project in 2018, when we did the shoreline resiliency or restoration project, we utilized a design technique that was not very popular at the time. It's called waterfrontage design. And it is now widely accepted by all engineers. So we were a little bit ahead of our time with that. But what we did was, there's a full honoring of shoreline. So you're not gonna let the water in at all. So we did a section with using that method. Then we did a partial armoring, where you're gonna armor it up to a certain level, but then at a certain height, side of the minute, you'll allow it to come in. And then there was non-armoring whatsoever, and created like a tidal pool. We did it to research it since 2008, and we have data on how well they work, and how you could imagine the partial armoring performed the best. So the next 1.4 million will be utilizing that strategy in some of the shoreline. So much more, we felt user experience along with resiliency was important in this phase to build that momentum so that when we do this shoreline stuff, we'll have full buy-in. So that's one of the reasons, but there's a lot of resiliency in it.
Also, thank you.
Is that all?
Yeah.
And armoring, is that what you said? I'm so sorry. What is armoring?
It's seawall basically, installing a seawall.
You mean like a wood seawall? Or,
No, these stones that were existing,
okay, that's right. Okay, thank you.
like a masonry seawall.
Okay,
And we took tidal sea level rise into consideration, building it about 18 inches higher than the old seawall.
okay, and I have seen that. Thank you very much. Any other questions?
Make a motion, we approve number 5.
Package. A motion to approve made by Councilor Taylor, seconded by Councilor Graves. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? And I am with Mark as exhibit 1. I'm so sorry. We have a motion to do the live show as exhibit 1.
Second.
Okay, motion made by Councilor Graves, seconded by Councilor Taylor. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? And then I'm gonna put Mark as exhibit 2, the full, more detailed plan. We have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion by Councilor Taylor, seconded by Councilor Sanchez, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed. Thank you so much, Brian, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
All right, have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Tell Sue we said hi.
I will.
Um. May I also have a motion to take, item number 4 out of order.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Taylor, seconded by Councilor Sanchez, all in favor? Aye. All opposed. Madam Clerk, if you would read item number 4.
I don't. Resolution of the License of School of the Government in the Constitution of the State of Washington. Design and constitution and the of the Board of Ordinance. But only time for and considered and disturbed. Right, 1,157.
Thank you. Okay, and who do we have this evening to present? Good evening. We will swear you in.
David Sherwood, Energy and Resiliency Initiatives Administrator of the City of Providence. Sit on business.
We are very pleased to have you here with us this evening, the expert, and please proceed.
For the request to put in for the additional $500,000.
$501,750.
Again, the shortfall of the first incumbent, which is just for $4 million. And don't know why that incumbent is put in that amount. I wasn't consulted at the time. I think they were just using yearly averages from prior years. Every year they tend to receive close to $5 million in net metering credits. Back 5.6 million, and we pay out a little over $4 million on average. The average is very year to year based on weather, based on the price of electricity, price of gas, and really the price of carbon. And we can receive anywhere from 16 cents to 22 cents a kilowatt hour for every kilowatt that's generated from the system. We pay flat fees and fixed fees in fact on a physically owner and operator, and also to CPS with that program installed. I projected at the time in June when I was asked how much more money we should be allocating for this, for the encumbrance. about $500,000 based on the system production that year and the value of the credits coming in. Both production and the market dropped in the last few months, May and June. I'm not quite sure why production dropped, but I know the oil and so did electric prices. We came up about $150,000 short of that mark. So right now, for this year, the fiscal year 24 that close out, we received $5.8 million in total credits, and we owe a total of $4.3 million in payments, which means we net about $1.5 million. That's good news. So the original encumbrance was a little short, and the estimate for the $500,000 was a little off. That's where we are today.
So just to be clear, there was a prior resolution from the BOCS for $4 million.
I believe the amount is quoted here, 3.9 million.
Thank you, Auditor. Okay. And so that was short, you're saying, and so what this additional 501,750 is the shortfall. Okay. I'm gonna open it up for questions. Yes, Madam Auditor.
Yes, I think that.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you managing this as well as you are. That's nice to hear. And that 1.5 million is what I heard. So I'm pleased. That's great.
Make a motion to approve number 4.
Okay.
Second.
Motion to approve from Councilor Taylor, seconded by Councilor Sanchez. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you so much. Okay. Good evening. So then we will resume with our normal order. Madam Clerk, if you can read item number 1.
Item 1.
Okay. Welcome. Swear you right in. Director, thank you very much for coming this evening. Would you like to present on item number 1?
For approval to the, wasn't been done, design recreation center, total price is $1,000. This is back to the center. The process was, it's a long process. At the time, and it's not an excuse, but if you look at the background, my position wasn't built. The manager, facility manager, only had a month this new job, and the recreation at that time, same position. So we want something job. We were notified, public property was notified December 1st, it was supposed to be done. We had a small window then, this was great, and that's the was done at that point. We learned recently that problems with the floods are in the process of the decrease of all the rec centers during the process before these can be done.
May I ask if the company is going to do those floors for us for free?
Same company who did it was the same company who did it. Floors are done in proper way.
Okay. All right. Questions?
So just, I know West End was one of them.
Yes.
And I believe Sue, I forgot which one.
That's right. She was,
I forgot what it was, whatever her rec center was. We had the same issue of like the the wearing off of the polyurethane, like they almost watered it down, it seemed like.
It was one coat, that was the problem.
Yeah.
It's usually 2 coats, and that's why the price is cheap, $3,000.
Will they put another coat on? Cause it's all, I know West End, I don't know about hers, it's like all worn off on the end.
Depends on how much data it is, they might have to see it first, and before they put another coat in.
Okay, alright, I'm fine with that.
And that will be done free of charge.
If it's short, then we can try that. They go in there and find sand and salt everywhere, and it's a whole.
I understand.
But we have to investigate why.
Okay, other questions? Yes, Madam Auditor.
I just like to see the invoice. Yeah, let us know how much they charge. We have no idea how much they charge, like when you put it on value representative. The hourly rate. Because the hourly rate, then more than about that, and we don't want to go. How much do we have, when we got per hour? What was that? We don't know, another one.
We have to decide, how long do you think that will take? Directly. And I know this invoice has already been paid. But, you know, I think it's,
a breakdown, I can see it being long, I mean, it's. All the times,
okay, and do you have any objection to us continuing this? I mean. Otherwise, I'm not sure if we.
Well, can we approve it on,
Subject
subject to getting an invoice?
Okay.
Only because we're running out of time.
Yeah, okay, then if that's already.
Yeah, I don't,
Solicitor,
right,
okay,
I think the motion has to reflect that.
okay. So we, I'd like a motion.
So I'd like to make a motion that we approve this, subject to getting a detailed invoice from the company. Is
Correct.
that right?
Okay.
Second,
Right, motion made by Counselor Taylor, seconded by Counselor Sanchez, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed. Thank you very
Thank you.
much, and then I would just assume that we're gonna be looking very carefully at this company in terms of any further contracts to refinish floors. Thank you.
Because you're on the hot seat now, you can't make excuses.
Yeah. You're in. Okay, Madam Clerk, item number 2. Director.
This project, has been in the works probably 5 or 6 years, looking for funding. Finally, the Federal Commerce Association finally got a grant policy. Actually, the $50 million. That's going to include for new street lighting, new street poles, decorative lighting. I asked the pictures.
I'd like to see them. And we will mark this as exhibit number 3. May I have a motion?
So move.
second,
All right, motion made by Counselor Taylor, seconded by Counselor Graves, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed.
Currently, right now, it's, approximately 15 poles that I completely fixed. And maybe the rest, this should be, can be safe. Good for the eye. Well, then we be lighting.
And when will this project be concluded?
We can do that,
Not very. I know this was a, project that the, council president supported. It is a reward, and I know they're thrilled to have these lights,
and we have an opportunity to see that.
of course. which, took a while to get. Okay, any questions? Yes, Councilor Sanchez.
Thank you, Chairwoman. Just so I understand the process when we do, grants, I guess is the right word.
Grant funding, it's matched
Match.
by grant funding.
So, I don't know, this is for you, auditor, so do you just give the check to the association and like, do they provide receipts on like the work done, or what happens after we approve this?
I hope there's some recorded mechanism. At some threshold of some time, it's that people should either be on this page, report it back. There should be some recorded mechanism.
Who's what department is responsible for making sure that?
And with this particular case, I think. Yeah, right. No problem, right?
Yes.
Yes. Something we need to talk and question report and the completion of it.
So is that like the standard practice when we do similar projects like this, like the department heads of?
This is kind of unique to me. I mean, I do know that not provide grants to community center, that they can see, they fill out a paper and they follow up and say, hey, this is what we've done with money. So you know where your money went. Or this, he's following up and saying, the whole is a credit. They're going to be really what to follow up.
The project is supposed to inspect it, and make sure that the back end, the paper back end work before it's supposed to go.
Can you just keep us posted on that then?
Sorry?
Can you just keep us posted on this?
Questions? Yes, Councilor Taylor.
Just real quickly, so this is all installed. Who takes care of the lights, like if a light goes out? Are we responsible for that, or, and we can get those lights to replace and we have the? Cause I've seen things before, like, they put new lighting in, like say down Dean Parkway. And they're beautiful and the light goes out and it stays out, or someone comes around the corner and knocks the light down. And that thing sits there. I just was wondering who's gonna be.
Anyways, we're responsible for it, policy like that, and you've got people that don't have insurance right now. You get a whole lot of dollars about taking it. Going out.
That's if we get the car. That's if we get the car, right?
It's the answer to that.
Right.
As far as the lighting itself, you know, we have two companies, one takes care of decorative, one takes care of the regular street lighting. So we are responsible.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
I make a motion, we approve number 2.
Second.
The motion made
Oh, wait a
by,
minute, we're gonna do this one.
oh, yes. Did I mark that as exhibit number
Number
3?
three.
I think I did that.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, thank you for keeping that. Right, the motion to approve made by Councilor Taylor, seconded by Councilor Graves, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed. Madam Clerk, would you please read item number 3?
Item two, resolution of the village of Providence, the board of we are currently the complete on that. Review service of fee, $734,100.
Okay, Director.
We approved this, trees, from, traffic. This is, traffic removal right now. We put that up there, we do tree service in the road. First, $734,000. Just a better deal for us.
And I'm sorry, what trash and what recycling are they picking up?
All the, so, police building, fire, public safety, the recreation centers.
And how often do we go out to bid for this, or is this an annual contract?
This. First time I've been on this since I get on the field.
Okay. Questions? Yes, Councilor Taylor.
So I'm just speak for West End Rec. Because West End Recreation, actually West End Community Center pays for a dumpster there, and West End Rec kind of piggybacks on it.
And
Okay,
I haven't seen what.
So the community center, it's the same place, but the community center has the, pays each month for the dumpster.
Okay,
Rec kind of like piggybacks on it. They don't give anything towards it. So community center is not owned by the city, it's obviously, they're making money because they get, the recreation's there. So when they have parties, whatever recreation, community center, it's an agreement between them too. But I know if that was included in there,
rec center is included in that, yes.
right, but how, I guess my question would be, would there be a deduction, because they're not doing that?
I know.
I don't know if any other community center or recs are like that, but
So you don't know if the West End has like their own dumpster or they don't have their?
they have their own dumpster, they pay for it. But when the recreation, like if I have an
Does the
Easter egg,
rec center have their own dumpster too then or not?
no. They use the community center. That's always a contention, because it comes to snow plowing.
Yeah, it seems like they should have their own dumpster.
When it comes to snow plowing, they say, oh, no, we don't pay for the snow plowing because that's the deal, like. The community centers, they try to charge the community center,
Okay.
and the deal is way back, way before my time. The deal is, we got the dumpster, you don't pay, rec don't pay for dumpster, you don't pay for snow plowing. So it worked out that way, but it's, I don't know. I just get sick of hearing the documents when it comes winter time.
I mean, I can think of that.
Yeah,
Would you mind, reporting back to council? I don't know if it has to come before us, but make sure that Council Taylor
yeah, just let me know, that's all.
understands what that agreement is.
Maybe if it's not too much work, either like a full list of every building that they, I mean, it should be part of like the contract, right?
Is there, do you have a itemization of all the buildings? And resident?
They have a department breakdown.
Yeah,
I think it'd be part of the actual contract with the company.
And I'm assuming, I'm so sorry, this is gonna even, the Department of Parks is on this list. And so I guess I'm wondering, does that include their trash?
Yes, it does.
You mean the truck that,
Provided.
okay, so the truck that services the parks is also included. Well.
All the trash cans at, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
all the trash cans at,
The trash cans themselves, just open tops and regular dumpsters. The trash cans moved by our employees to the dumpster.
okay, all right, I got it, thank you.
You're looking for further itemization other than the department budget breakdown? Sanchez. No? Okay.
I make a motion,
Breakdown for the
I saw that.
Yeah. That's twice.
Yeah.
I make a motion to approve number 3.
Yeah, yes,
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
for-
Sorry.
So it is. We're working on that motion.
Everyone's.
At some point, yes. Usually they don't.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I barely heard that. I'm just following up on the recycling question. So they are going to provide recycling services and trash?
We don't. That's what we say.
Okay,
We're looking at the recycling portion.
and so it's not included in this bid.
Recycling, I'm sorry, it's already done at that point. We are waiting for, bids. To be brought in.
Okay. Thank you for bringing that up. I mean. So we're gonna, if we do approve this contract, then we are expecting to have the bins right away. Is that right? Okay. Is this? Yes, Council Graves.
Because of the problem that we have with residential, and all that other stuff. How is it, this action going? I heard one little problem. Are there any other problems that we know about for the pickups? And is this the only vendor that applies for this? that is doing this, or as a city, there's two of them?
Two bids here.
Yeah, okay, so which one? This is new, this isn't new, it's been around,
Sorry.
this isn't new,
What is
so it is new, no, yeah, I'm not in the know. They're picking up, you told me that they have already, they've been doing this for years, picking up the garbage and doing whatever for the racks and all these different.
Yeah, I think this is just a different company, right?
just a-
So this is
Yeah.
just a different company.
Yeah.
And we went to this company because what was the complaints about the other one? Is this a better deal? I just want to know why we're switching up.
I put it up, they put it up, then, you know, they rolled it.
Okay,
Okay, and I'm sorry, but it looks like a three-year contract. Okay.
Two or not.
Okay, all right.
one question.
Yes, please, Councilor Sanchez.
I don't know, Director, if you're gonna be able to answer this question, maybe Michael from the administration, but did anyone like think, to maybe go for like a year contract until we kind of figure out what we're doing residential? 'Cause I mean, I don't know about like the specifics, but I think we should definitely be exploring, maybe one company do it residential and our own. I just feel like there's so many moving parts with garbage. I don't know, we're kind of,
We the residential, contract ends when this one ends, so that's why we timed it that way, so at that point, you know. it's one thing.
I'm not sure what's.
Yes, Madam Auditor.
So the way it is for us, is this is the garbage from this city, it's
Yeah.
the city garbage.
Yeah.
This is not taxpayer dollars,
Mhm.
garbage.
Okay,
So as they're taking the garbage, they're putting it into the dumpsters. So, instance at the police station, as they're getting the trash, they're putting it into the dumpster. This company will come, we don't use the same vendor, they have the opportunity to bid, but they don't, because it's a smaller thing, a smaller scale. So this vendor will come and just hold the yards. So
No, I understand that. I know it's like two different, but I think while there's so many moving parts around just garbage pickup in general, and I know there's a lot of desire to just do something different with residential, I think keeping the work available of our own garbage as well would have another option, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I think something we should definitely think about at the very least.
yeah. Mhm. Okay.
I'm okay with this. I'm just saying like something to think about.
No,
Okay.
I mean, we talked about it,
And the timing, yeah, you say the timing is pretty similar. I think
it's
it's
trying to get the time, yes, we look at it, trying to get the oil price. Usually more local, but
Madam Auditor, can you just, when is the waste management contract up?
I thought it was on this.
It
I
is,
did too.
we did a 1 year extension a couple months ago.
it's a new contract right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's, this will not coincide with the, with the, although it was in the problem with, for us right now, is that the RFP went out. 3-year contract, it was, right? And it's, so I don't know what to say, I guess it's up to the committee as to whether you want to approve it or not, but we do need to have some sort of, contract with for our trash. Yes, Councilor Taylor.
Well, I would say. My opinion is that obviously this came in lower. We don't know what's gonna happen with waste management. We waited to the last minute. And last time it got extended for 3 years or 1 year. This is a 2-year with extension of 1 year. So even if we do find someone new for waste management. Which I'm not 100% sure that's gonna happen. But if we do, that will bring us to the 3-year, and then we can in 3 years look at it again and say, okay. We wanna add this in, what's the cost of? We got X, Y, and Z garbage now. I don't know, that's just why I wouldn't wanna jeopardize this. Over trying to, this is like the auditor said, it's a small pie compared to the big pie.
This is a
piece.
2 1-year options.
Oh,
Right,
So for sure, 3 years.
So
3 years, definitely.
and.
yes, exactly.
So we're
Yeah.
talking
Not-
five,
not 2 and then 1.
Okay, so put either 3 years, will bring us 3 years. If we happen to find someone to replace waste management, that would go 3 years, and in 3 years, we can go back and look if there's a better deal. I wouldn't wanna lose myself, I wouldn't wanna lose this banking on. We're gonna find something better than what's made. I hope we do, but I don't,
No, I agree. I think my really just curiosity was just saying like if that was a thought
oh,
process.
good point, good point.
That it's not about. But yeah, I'm okay with going with this. Just cause like, just an idea that I have just since we're talking about it is like breaking the whole city up into regions and, you know, specific companies have. The south side that includes residential and city commercial property. I think, you know, it's time to be a little creative and think outside the box. But I'm okay with moving forward with this for now and. Bringing that part of the conversation into the trash commission. Whenever that happens.
Yes,
I think,
Councilor Graves.
I'm sorry. I think what you were saying made a lot of sense. We spoke for 3 different meetings about the trash and how we're sick of the one that we have. I hear what you're saying, Jim. You think that if we do get somebody, it's gonna be probably like 3 years of us getting used to them.
We're trying to get them.
I'm trying to get them, but I would like for us to try to do something cohesive, if we possibly can, you know, because I hate for us to be jockeying back and forth. Okay, but we need this, but we need that. Well, we gotta wait for this one just for another 3 years, and this one's got 2 years. So I think we brought up a valid point. And it looks like we're gonna be pushed back to the wire again, on this other thing, because we keep getting report, oh, well, we're gonna work on this and we're gonna do this and get this done, and I don't see any true traction on this garbage thing, and I think we really need to do something. So I'm gonna go along with you guys, and maybe this is not the hill to fall on my sword on, you know, but I think we really need to put some teeth in our bite, you know, because something has to be done. And for us to keep talking about the same stuff, to me, just makes no sense, you know, so I will go along with it, but I really and truly think what you said made absolute positive sense.
Second.
I make a motion to approve number 3.
Made a motion to approve, made by Councilor Taylor, seconded by Councilor Sanchez, all in favor, aye, all opposed. Okay. I can't wait to see the recycling bins in City Hall.
I hope people use it.
Yeah. Okay, Madam Clerk, we have item number 6.
Item 6. Resolution authorizing of the board of government and award that makes it
Thank you so much for coming. All right.
Oh, you,
Where you win? Thank you both for coming. Okay, we've got a large sum of money. Please present.
So this contract is part of our accelerated debt service. And we have, this is our first phase of that program. We have several contracts that we're bidding. This is the largest of those. It's had about 1,700 services in it throughout Providence. So we bid it on March 25th. We had 5 bidders. This is probably not more top bid that I've seen. Bid 5 years. So the low bidder was a bidder. They're a very large firm, but they completely missed the bid. They were like 12 million. They were about 6 million, 7 million lower than anybody else. So we had a conversation with them and they said, we can't do it. So they pulled it. The next 2 bidders, Richie and Bisco, do not have an approved, accepted transition program. It did not take them on, they got over $1 million in that approved it. So they did not meet the minimum qualities for the bid. So we have to go with a illustrator going forward who does have an approved apprenticeship program. So that's where we're asking for approval tonight. The only benefit is that the difference between Richie and Boyle Fogarty, Richie, who should have been a little bit, and Boyle Fogarty, only about $170,000, less than 1% of the contract. So that's who we're going with, and taking any questions.
We have the requirement for the apprenticeship, and why aren't these companies, why don't they have them?
So the Steve Act for Lead Poisoning Prevention Act in June of 23, and it was in there, well, in state law, they had that apprenticeship program. So I will say that it was kind of confusing as to who had one and who didn't. We did a lot of research. Ultimately, it's the gatekeepers around the product they training, and that's who ultimately said you have one. You do not have one. I have to imagine that Richie and Bisco will have one if they don't have one. Because there's a lot of money out there. So.
Okay, and you said there were, I'm sorry, 1,700 lead plates, lead services.
Yes.
And do you have a breakdown between Cranston and Providence?
We do. We have that. If we don't, we get it.
Yes, sorry. So, well, we have about 300 in Cranston, so about 400
Roughly.
And where in Providence? Just,
So I can tell you the awards.
that's great, just so people know.
So we have, locations in wards 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, and 15.
4 to 1. Didn't say 2, right?
And these are individual applicants who have applied for this, lead, or are you doing streets?
Yes, it's a little different than our own program.
Could you tell me how you're going about it this time?
So the way we have CDN Smith, who's our program manager, and we have a prioritization plan that we're doing. But most of the on the community environment justice screening tool that is a census tract where folks who are eligible for this money. So we're trying to do that plus maximize, the most concentration of services where we have paved, where streets are paved and other moratorium. So we really got this whole set of criteria and trying to, thread this needle. So these are the ones that are not on the moratorium that fit within that CGS tool and that with the other criteria, we have a high concentration of this service.
Questions? Yes, Councilor Sanchez.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you guys for being here today. First question is this, do you need property owner approval for this then? Is this the public and private side or?
Yes, we don't need it, if it's a private side, we need a homeowner approval. We don't need it if it's on the public side, but we're generally doing public and private. If we're doing a public, it usually has a private with this program.
Okay, and what's the reasoning behind that?
Behind,
Like what happens if you can't get a hold of like the?
we have this whole public outreach plan, and we do try to get in touch with the homeowners, and if we can't get in and the homeowner doesn't allow us in the house, we can't get the service. So we have a lot of outreach, we work with a lot of outreach partners to get out with the customers. It's a free service, it's basically $5,000 free service to use your side of the service. So. But
for the first 2 contracts that we have going, close to 10 ones of outreach to the public.
Am I good?
Yes.
Second question, can you guys elaborate on the Cranston Providence thing? I don't think I really understand that.
Go ahead.
We have Providence Water provide water to Cranston, Providence, Johnston, and Smithfield, so that's within our retail service area. So based on that criteria, that CPS approval, the moratorium streets, those are the streets. We had Providence, but we have some services that fall within that criteria. We also have about 900 services, Providence, and we have a few, but not doing under this contract.
And this money is from a federal grant
Correct.
completely.
Yeah, we came in front of the board maybe a year ago. It's the BIM money.
It's like 27 million. or-
Yeah, yes. So this is part of the first tranche, that we just closed on that loan. Last day, December of last year. So it's half principal forgiveness, half loan. So it's pretty generous terms. And the loan portion is actually 0%. So we work with the Providence infrastructure bank, very good partner.
Thank you.
Yes, Councilor Graves.
I think I spoke to you guys already anyways, but, you got a lump sum of them in my area. I think I asked you before, because all the people in Warsaw asked me, well, how come they're all lumped together? No, which to me makes sense, but a lot of them, I'm feeling like you handpicked a certain group of people and left the rest of them all alone. But anyways, the pavement, you said something about the pavement,
Yeah.
what did you think about it?
So we tried to pick areas that in Providence, if we pave the streets paved, it's on the moratorium for 5 years. So
Okay,
we're trying to pick streets that don't have, not under that moratorium. Because if I worked with DPW in Providence, I'd be like, I just paved the street a year ago, you're coming in here and put a bunch of holes in the street. It doesn't not great for the decision, it's not great for us. So we try to avoid that. So those are streets that, again, we can't pick, it was just the way the algorithm came out. But ultimately, our goal is to do all of our other services. Just, we have to make sure that we're trying to stretch these dollars as far as we can. That's kind of the thought process then.
and how far do you think you can stretch them? Is there gonna be enough to do the city of Providence?
Hope so. The city, the way it's working now is that each year, the federal government, we reconfigures who needs money, who doesn't. So it's to our benefit. We're actually about to use for our next month. And this year, so the more we use it up, the more the city, the federal government say, okay, Providence and the state of Rhode Island wants that money. Let's, Arizona, they have ups and downs, so they reallocate it all. See that? Yeah, right now, the price for the state is relatively low, but let's say it's about 5,000 service, if that goes to 7,000, the money might not be there. We do whatever we can to ensure every last dollar gets spent for all that service.
And what is the criteria for me to be eligible for it? What is the criteria?
So. There are a number of criteria, but the biggest criteria in terms of like prioritization is you have to be eligible for money. And that has been defined for us as being part of defined as eligible within the climate and the climate economic justice rating tool, which was developed by the Biden. So that's the first thing. So
And that entails what?
What's that?
What does that entail?
So that entails its socioeconomic, it entails, is there, yes, no burdens, there are a number of criteria.
So it's not just finance, it's.
Yeah.
So it's finance mainly, or,
Well, I don't know the inner workings of it, but,
We can send you the.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, it's basically a criteria that, like, Kathy said, that the White House generated to help utilities like us. Make sure the money makes it to the dollars make it where it should go.
Mhm.
You know, it's instead of us arbitrary saying, we'll here, there, we're using that as kind of a base. Like I said, and then trying to stretch the dollar by not doing it more than three clusters together, like you said. Make sure that it's money spent efficient.
And they give us GIS files, so we can put it into our map and we can see who fits that eligibility criteria.
So it's not income based, I'm sorry to interrupt.
It is.
That's bad.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't want it to, it's not exact, but say it's like criteria, so, you know, the income, you know, how much is, you know, there's environmental factors that go into it, it's, you know, how much. There's all kind of housing, all those types of things that are put into this, and they develop what they call census tracts, so you can overlay that tract over our distribution to because these areas are qualified, and they're problem is sometimes it's granular, there's one side of the street might be a little on one side of the street might not. So that's the frustration for us, I get it, you know, that the councilman, I mean, you'd be frustrated, these people are out where they are not, it's. Like, fortunately, so we try to do this fair and.
And I'm gonna be having my community ward meeting, the last Wednesday of the month, and we have never been able to pigeonhole each other, and you guys been able to come to me. So will someone be able to come to this meeting?
That's,
The
last Wednesday this month.
Yeah, the 31st, I believe it is. At Smithfield Library. Ward 12,
where's all right?
at Smithfield Library, at 6 o'clock on Wednesday.
We'll check the availability on the last Monday of the month. Yeah, last Wednesday.
Yes, yeah, don't come on Monday, go there.
And we can get back to you.
Because, I've had some to come to a couple of meetings and we were, because of the schedule, you guys were not able to come. So now they think you're ducking and dodging them.
Oh, no. And this contract lasts through the end of next week. So
Yeah.
this will be going on for quick. But we will, now that I know it's the last Wednesday of every month, we can really get most available. Yeah. But there's absolutely no doubt going on. Our goal is to get everybody who's eligible to sign on. And, but we can achieve that by making.
Okay. And it's not every last Wednesday of the month, because next month we have a big block party, which is in the middle of the month, so we don't have any other meetings, but I don't want to see those people for a while. Because I love my residents, love them all.
Okay.
Okay, yes, Councilor Graves, are you finished?
Yes, I am.
All right, and Councilor Sanchez.
So is this the same? So we got an email, a few of us counselors on July 8th, by Christopher Hunter, speaking about, outreach plans. Is this the exact same thing?
Yes.
It's outreach plans.
Is that a separate contract?
I'm not familiar with the details.
It could be a separate contract.
The Foley construction?
Did anything? Berkeley,
Yeah.
okay,
That's a different contract.
that's a different contract.
So we have 3 contracts. We're talking about contract 3 here. That's contract 2.
Sure, okay. So this is a little bit more ahead already, like.
Yes, it'll work.
1.2, yeah, the contract. Is actually working.
Yes, Councilor Taylor.
So I'm gonna follow up with him. So contract 3, I know you mentioned Ward 8. How would I know what streets are on that? Is that the same as the ones we received before? For the 27 million or no? So nothing changed. 27 million includes the 19 million.
Now, I believe that all of the council people were approached by Chris Hunter and Providence Wire, and we had Zoom meetings in most cases, some in-person meetings where maps were provided. It's the same thing.
Same map, okay.
You contacted?
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure because when he mentioned that, it kind of threw me saying it's different.
Yeah, we probably have to do a better job. Differentiating that, and this 19 million is the last grant from a subset of the 26 million.
Okay,
So this would be the first contract to spend on that. But you're with the 1.2 with the contract one, that was using another pot of money, that was grant money that we got. Actually turning it over to the contract. So we've got several funds of money that we're trying to collect, make sure we follow up everything.
So just to clarify, I'm sorry, so this 19 million is out of the 27 million, so after this, there's still 8 million?
Correct.
around?
Correct. Then we also have. We had mini grant, it's called mini grant money. We got this GIF money, we actually got some grant and direct spending money as well, probably close to 5 million. And hopefully we get another 2 million. I think the, two senators will brought it at the press conference. So like they hopefully do all the lead service and whatever we can to get funding for that.
And how many, I'm sorry, yes, go ahead, Council Cruz, thank you for turning your head to me. How many, household, did you say you? The 300 and is that the total, that's the amount of people that have already been selected for this phase?
For this contract, yes.
Okay. So how many?
I'm having to do some
I'll-
fancy math. I don't know. We got about, and I say it's constantly changing, people change services, we don't know about it. So we have about 25,000 private sides. So I think roughly,
Our graphic.
that's so the first phase of the 4 contracts, we say 4,000, 3,000. So,
And that's with, well, I mean, Cranston and, that's with Cranston and Providence?
yes, yes. And just not to matter, the most Providence is also doing that. He got some big grant money as well. We got some CBT money. So we're recommending as well. That'll be given to this service.
Okay, any more questions? No more questions.
make a motion, we approve number 6.
I second.
Motion to approve made by Councilor Taylor, seconded by Councilor Graves, all in favor,
I,
all opposed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you
Thank
too.
you.
You as well.
So I am going to ask for a motion to waive the reading of item number 7.
So move.
Second.
All right. Motion made by Councilor Taylor, seconded by Councilor Sanchez, all in favor.
Aye.
I all opposed, and then I'm going to ask for a motion to deny without prejudice, because Big McKenna is, I think, away and will not be back before we have to act upon this. So she can reapply, but we have to deny it without prejudice. May I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Taylor, seconded by Councilor Sanchez, all in favor.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed. Great, thank you so much, committee members. May I have a motion?
Yeah.
Second.
Motion to adjourn by Councilor Taylor, seconded by Councilor Sanchez, all in favor,
Aye.
Aye.
all opposed. Thank you. Thank you.
Good.